more out of your relationships. Charles Johnson's a relationship expert, and he's here with some advice on making the most in 2014, whether you're single or in a committed relationship. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you've got some good advice. The first thing you say is that we all need to be dating more.
Dating is the best thing you can possibly do.
Okay.
Whether you're single or whether you're married, particularly if you're married or in a committed relationship, most of them go south because you stop dating. That's where the fun, that's where the excitement is, that's where the new memories are created. You don't create those sitting there watching TV on the cell phone. I mean, you just don't.
Yeah, so make sure that you're creating date nights, maybe something both of you are looking forward to that gives you something to look forward to. Something new, different?
Something new, different. Doesn't have to be expensive. It could be something as simple as you went and took a walk together.
That's true. That's
you know?
true. Good point. You also say take more vacations or even daycations if you don't have the money.
Oh, the great thing about vacations is it creates excitement. You got to plan it. You get something to go out shopping, get something new.
That's true.
You know? Hey,
I know where you're going with that.
But so many people talk about it, but very few people do it. Or they'll do one. Why do one? There's nothing that says do one vacation. Do 3 or 4 mini vacations where maybe it's only 3 days. You know, a long weekend that you take off together.
Okay, sounds good. Make yourself a priority. That's something that's hard for a lot of people.
It may be hard for a lot of people, but think about this. If you don't, life is going to go by. It's too short. And you don't want to get to the last day and say, I worked really, really hard. I didn't enjoy myself, but I worked really, really hard. So people need to take that time to rejuvenate, step back, and say, you know what? I'm giving the boss everything I've got. But this year, I'm going to give myself a little more. I'm going to leave work a little earlier. I'm going to put that cell phone down. I'm going to turn that laptop off, and I'm going to spend some quality time with my friends, family, or with my spouse.
Right. So try to make time for loved ones. And when you're done with work, cut work off.
Cut work off.
Okay. It's hard. It can be hard. What about decrease alone time?
Nothing's worse than being alone because it creates a cycle. You know, you start to get depressed, and then you start justifying, I don't need anybody. Human beings need people.
Right.
I mean, we were born to be with other people. You got to get off that sofa, unless you're waiting for the pizza guy or pizza girl, and go out and meet people.
All right, and you say ditch the electronics. This seems to be a big problem with a lot of people these days, huh?
Even when you see them out on dates, she's over here doing this, he's over there doing that. I don't care how popular you are. You do not need to be on Facebook, Twitter, you name it, 24 hours a day. Maybe you take a look at it every 2 or 3 hours instead of every 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, you said you've helped several couples get together and get married. What's the best advice that you could give to somebody who's looking for love? Or is in love and wants to stay in love?
Well, I think the best advice to stay in love is to keep dating. Because that will keep the excitement in your relationship. And you gotta mix it up. Women get used to it, men get used to it, so you got to mix it up,
the routine,
And for somebody looking for love, there are potential people that could fulfill and enhance your life all around you. Put your chin up, look around, say hello. When you're in line, turn around and say hi. You know, you got to meet people. You got to create a new social circle of friends, or you're going to be alone on that sofa watching those reruns.
All right, you don't want that. Thank you so much, Charles.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You can find a link to Ask Charles on our website. Just click on links.